Shamps and giggles. History, news, views, and reviews from a black perspective. Shamps and giggles back for 2024. Oh my lord.
Introduce them to the show.
You're so funny. We're back. Shamps and giggles. This is how we do it Friday. Talking the things as we do. Now, these riots are a load of foolishness. If you ask me, I haven't been following it because, well, anyway, we all know.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what's going on. What's going on with the riots?
Well, the riots is just up and down the whole country, including in Ireland. They're rioting. It's got nothing whatsoever to do with the murders of these three young girls that got murdered.
The daycare.
Going to a Taylor Swift dance club.
Oh wow!
And then the teacher and everybody else injured. And then the other side of that, these yobs, hooligans, come out because there was false information that was fed to the news about it being a Muslim man. Then the people then descended on the Muslim temple mosque and created havoc with that mosque. And now it's moving on and on and on. Go ahead, Miss Leisha.
So sorry about that. Now, there was a woman who on Twitter said that the person who had unfortunately murdered the children in the Taylor Swift themed dance class was Muslim, and he was also he was wanted by the authorities, and he was an illegal immigrant. They mentioned that. I was listening to LBC this morning about it.
A woman, random woman, or who's the woman then? How she knows all this information?
They found out on Twitter because they searched to find out, where did somebody find out? It gets out that this person, that somebody said that this person was a Muslim, because the young boy is a Christian and born in the UK.
So he's not Muslim.
No, he's not. No, not at all. Not at all. He's not Muslim. So that came out, and then obviously Farage ran with that as well.
Yes.
And then he's quite got a lot of influence. And another guy called Tate, I can't remember his first name. He's a YouTuber. He's a social media.
Not that Tate fella that is in Albania or some foolish country.
That's him. It's bizarre because he's Muslim. He's a convert Muslim as well. So there's a lot of spin around what that this person was. This boy was a Muslim. So what's happened is the EDL grabbed this and thought, right, we're going to start writing, and they just
ran with it.
About it, which is unfortunate, because what's happened is that, well, actually what's good is a few of them have been sentenced. I did send a video.
Yeah, they got sentenced rapid.
Yeah,
got sentenced really quickly. But the problem is that you couldn't make this up. I mean, they went around and they just destroyed their own neighborhoods. Neighborhoods. They made people feel really, really frightened. There's people on TikTok. I did send a video out last night, or probably early this morning, about one particular girl who was so frightened I can't remember what it was, but she had to record herself going home. And then she asked a white woman, it's a black woman, by the way, a young black girl. She asked to help her get through the crowd, because where they're having this demonstration, she lived. And she's coming home from work, bumped this white woman, asked if she will help her take her home through this. And the white woman took her way home. And she recorded it. And she had so many people following her to make sure she got home. It was so sad, really, really sad. So the demonstrations have just been a load of knuckleheads.
Yeah, that's right.
Nothing to do at all. They should be at work, really, and they should be, taking care of business. But obviously, what they're doing is spitting a load of rubbish rhetoric and being a nuisance.
Yeah, very true. And Pinky, go ahead now. Thank you, Miss Leisha. Pinky?
Yeah, my thing is that I believe that it was the media who began this, because the media was the first. Nobody knew who it was. You chose your words carefully, and you said one word to spark everything. And they said the parents were from Rwanda.
It was a woman on TikTok, Pinky, that said that.
Yeah.
No. It came from the news.
Oh, which one? BBC?
I heard it announced on the news with my own ears. It was no TikTok, because I haven't got TikTok.
Oh.
But it wasn't on TikTok. It was in news. They announced that.
That's right, Pinky. That's where it came from. That's where it came from.
The word Rwanda.
And then what happened? It was Pinky.
Wait, let Pinky finish. Let Pinky finish.
It was Pinky. It was a woman who
let Pinky finish, please.
Because it went to the news and the news ran with it. That's the problem.
Pinky was talking. Pinky needs to finish. Pinky needs to finish. Go ahead. Sorry, listeners. Go on, Pinky.
I just felt to myself, right, that they talk about social media as being a part of it. Yes, the news also created it first because it was their wording. And they should have clearly stamped that by saying, you know, a young man born in Cardiff, because that's where he comes from, Cardiff, and that's where he was born. But no, the parents, where the parents came from, that's what came out first. Okay, that's number one. All right. Now, with regards to all of the rioting up and down the country and certain places and all the places that they threatened to come, of course, it's alarming. It's alarming in every possible way. I'm so glad to see the anti-racism people out in their droves to show that. And really, it's London. It's not around anywhere else. London is the one who came out and said, we're not having that.
Not now watch.
I'm very proud that London stood up. Right, because the most labourer is London. I'm telling you this now. Okay, so for me, I'm so proud to be a Londoner today.
Well said. Well said.
I'm proud to be a Londoner today, because even though, because I have a 16-year-old, I fear for my son. My son wanted to go to Fort Park today. I said, no, you're not going, because I'm frightened. I don't want you going to no places where it's predominantly white people. I've never felt that way in 60 years of being born and bred in this country. I've never felt that way, that I feel that I can't go to a certain place because of feeling that there might be. No, I've never felt that way. I grew up in places like Berkshire. I roamed places like Marlow, and Henley. You know, I roamed the woods. I scrumped in, you know, people's back gardens like Wendy Craig. You know, that was my life. I've never, ever felt fearful to go anywhere in the UK. No. I'll go to a pub, anything. Never felt that way before. Until I heard about this recent riots. I've said to my son, I'm sorry, I didn't want you to go. He gave me such an argument. He said, I don't know how much security is in Fort Park. I'd be safe. I said, I'm sorry, son. You're too small. You look like a little bit. I'm not able. They killed you see, nobody made arms when they killed the black boy, when the white guy killed the black boy on the bus. He was on his way to school.
What white boy killed the black boy on the bus?
Look in the news, it's there. I didn't even bring up his name.
Oh, it's not to do the riots.
Yeah, this was a couple of months ago. Nobody was up in arms when he got murdered with the sword on the way to school. That was a white person. We didn't.
That guy nutter. Yeah, I remember that.
We didn't get up in a riot, a race.
No riot. There you go.
We didn't create a race riot over that. So for me, what I've witnessed in the UK over the last, from the 29th as you said, of July, when these young girls like it's, and the way that they're saying it, like black people don't like as mothers, we got children and we don't feel no love or no hurt in our heart to know that them children lost their life. You lot gonna make a race riot out of that. I mean, that really shook me to my heart to even think that they could think that you don't have no compassion as a black person.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That you're not hurt or disturbed by, you know, 3 young children being taken out like that. You know, I would have to ask myself the hostile environment that that same child grew up in. The one who took the 17-year-old who's now 18, that took the life of them 3 children and stabbed 10 others and 2 adults.
I don't know how my man managed to do so much.
Right, damage. Yeah, but I'm just saying the frenzy. What was also his life? You know, somewhere along the line, he's been neglected and damaged to be able to cause that much damage.
He's hurting himself, if that's what you mean.
But to think that our country, the UK, went on a race riot
to do even more damage.
Rampage.
Makes no sense.
They attacked black people, not only mosques. There were black eyes, and that weren't no false news, because I've seen it. I've seen the videos. I've just not passed on videos to people because
you don't want to share that foolishness. You're quite right.
It's sometimes it's very disturbing. So I don't share certain things that I might get as information. But I've seen the information where black men have been beaten silly in these last few weeks.
Yeah, it's been reported and it's definitely about, and they've been dragged out of cars and so on. It has been reported. I've heard the news.
I never see black people riot in this country against white people. I see there's been problems with the police, and we know the racism. But to see these people come out, and how dare them carry the St. George flag, which is a patron St. George, that not only is patron for the UK, he's patron for Ethiopia, he's patron for quite a few countries. And St. George never came to this country.
Right.
And that flag is Christianity, right? It's Christianity.
It shows how the man
pagans sacrificed him. Now, let me just talk about this.
No, wait. We need to stay on the path that we're on. Okay. So
but that's it, because that's what they do. They carry that flag like it's something to them, right? And all they're doing is disrespecting it. Because it's a Christian.
The media doesn't come out and say how they're disrespecting.
It's a Christian. None of them got church. It's a Christian flag. None of them go to church. Hypocrite. And I'm so glad for the judge and the sentence that they're getting on their head. Good for them. Can you believe that one of them, 69 years old?
That's right. Yeah.
A man with what?
1 year short from 70, and you got that kind of behavior. Like you. What?
A granddad, no doubt.
He should have never get 3 years.
And he was jailed.
3 years. Yeah.
So they give him 30. He should never get 3 years. He should have get double than them, because he should have had more of a behavior. But you see, that's the old system, the old mentality. They've got to.
Okay. Well, listen. I understand, and you're absolutely right in listen, 99 and everything that you've said, which is correct. So thank you very much. Well put. Miss Leisha, go ahead, and then I'll say a few words. Go ahead, Miss Leisha.
How embarrassing is that?
Yeah, granddad. Go ahead, Miss Leisha, and then the CEO will come in. Go ahead, Miss Leisha.
Farage is almost like influence is a huge influence to the EDL and his own members as well.
Yes.
You know, he is a member of Parliament.
Party, yes.
In party as well. And what you found in the news as well is Elon Musk, who's not even British, doesn't live in the UK, decides that he's going to muscle in and comment about the immigration in the UK. So he was also stoking a fire, so to speak. But Farage, there was an interview that Farage had, and I listened to it this morning, and he said that he found out about the about this the boy who'd murdered the children, the young girls, the little girls, in that party that they had. He found out from the YouTuber, what's his name again?
Kate.
Not Kate, the other guy, the man is a YouTuber, social media guy. What's his name? I mentioned earlier on.
Kate.
Not Kate. No, not Kate.
Tate. That Tate fella in Albania.
Yeah, he mentioned that Andrew Tate told.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate. He said Andrew Tate told me that the man is Muslim, and he is he's wanted by the authorities.
Well, Andrew Tate isn't any source of information. I mean, Farage said Tate told him.
Yes, he said Tate told him.
Farage, that shows how stupid Farage is, doesn't it?
Do you know what's really funny as well? Do you know Andrew Tate is mixed race?
Yes, he is, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. His mum's white. It's quite interesting. So what's happened is he decides to go onto Twitter and he puts out a post about this whole thing before, last week, and it just blew up from there. That's how it's got. And then the media's took onto it, and the racist media, the Mail and all the other racist medias, they've run with it as well, until they found out, oh, actually, it's not. This boy is not Muslim. He's not a refugee. He's born here and he's Christian.
Yeah, so a lot of them are wrong. A lot of them are. Look how stupid they all look right now.
Well, it's not. Do you know what? It's not even that. It's the fact that they would burn and they would ruin communities, even their own communities, because of what somebody had said. Something as simple as that. It just seems really bizarre. Like, why
would how stupid they are.
Yeah. Very
people who follow them are just obviously as stupid, because you're going to follow people who lead you literally off the cliff. These men have been jailed all the night because of lies.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what they're fighting for. Some of them say they're trying to save their country, and they don't know what that means. They have no idea what that means.
Save the country. I mean, how dumb are you? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Interesting thing, if you go back.
1 minute, Pinky. 1 minute, Pinky. 1 minute.
They're taking over jobs and things like that. It's just really sad when you see some of them who are demonstrating, and the spokespeople for this march, they have absolutely no clue why they're really there, other than they've just wound each other up and they've had a couple too many drinks.
That's all it is. They're drinking. That's all it is. They're drinking, looking for something to do. That's it.
Stop the heavily drinking and following these people. But listen, what I wanted to say about it, which is fine, and then Pinky, you can come in afterwards. Listen, these rioters, they're not doing it. It's nothing to do with race anymore. They just want to go out because they are hooligans. Yeah.
That's it.
They've lost all mind, compass, mental, whatever it is they say. They have lost all faculties in what the cause was in the first place, with the young children losing their lives and some being injured, teacher being injured. They've just gone on a rampage just because they can. And also because social media plays a terrible, horrid part in this. Social media, someone puts out a social media, one person, 2 people, 3 people puts out ridiculous information on social media, and then 2,000 people or more jump on the bandwagon and say, yes, we're going to do something.
But, yeah.
They use that as some sort of scapegoat, some sort of easy way to let's smash up some places and let's go smash up mosques and beat up other ethnic groups. Yeah, and that's what they've done. And these people, and I'm so glad, and listen, ladies and gentlemen and listeners, I am so glad that the government and the police were on the right page.
I wondered if it was Conservative government, how would they have responded?
Well, this is it.
They've been very, very lax.
Yeah.
Conservative government, and you know, Farage and all the rest of it is part of the mob anyway, isn't he?
They have.
So it's quite interesting because this time Labour, Starmer, he's a prosecutor himself.
That's correct.
Very quick to apply justice to the situation, sentencing within days.
Yes.
Unheard of.
Within days.
Unheard of. And of course, people had to think twice whether or not they're gonna
go out and protest in the manner that they're doing now.
Yeah, of course, because you're gonna get arrested. They catch you on camera, and then they're knocking on your door because facial recognition and all the rest of it.
Right.
They know who you are, where you are. Right. But I can't believe this guy.
Yeah. Oh, you can't see it, but he's 69.
Oh, there he is.
That's the one. That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, 69.
I can't believe this guy went out there.
A granddad, a grandfather. And you know what? When him and the others went to court, and this is gospel from the reporters at the court, even today, 2 people that were social media lights, they put it on social media. They got jailed for just under 2-3 years, some of them, or 2 years, for putting out wrong information. However, then the ones before that, a young 16 or 18-year-old boy, on his birthday, he goes out there smashing up the place. He gets caught. When he gets to court, his barrister, to defend him, he's got to, gets up and says, my client, as you can see, he's got a clean record, never done this before. He's just turned 18. He's come out of a shop or a pub and saw the commotion, and he decided, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But he's been caught with a metal pole in his hand and a laptop from one of the shops. And he's saying, what's going? So to the judge is saying, well, hold on. You want me to be lenient with your client?
Caught on camera.
Caught on camera, got an offensive weapon. No, he's going to prison 2 years.
Sad.
So, and that's why, as you say, Mr. CEO, is that more and more people, they've caught nearly 600 people, and they've said, we will find you and we're coming after you and you will be jailed. And not one of these 600 people that has been arrested, the police have not bailed them. They've gone straight into remand. So you've been nicked, you're in the jail, you're in the cell, you're remanded either in a youth hostel that they've got empty spaces, you're going straight to court, straight to jail. You don't even see home. You don't even go on a Monopoly board. Wow. You're straight in there. So that's how it runs. Miss Leisha, no, Pinky, then Miss Leisha.
Right, go to jail, move directly.
Yes, no.
Go.
Yes.
My thing is, like, even, when they're talking, you see, some people will argue as soon as a Labour government gets in, that's exactly what they do. But I disagree because, like, with the Conservative, if you look back, and they talk about immigration, the new laws and everything that applied and was all done under Conservative and was passed underneath them before they came out. And immigration is it's on a decline. Seriously, there's a lot of applications where the application was at 100 or 100, and it's gone down to 90-something thousand now because people are saying they don't even want to come here right about now. And with regards to the riots that are currently going on, everybody around the world has already got the news about the bad behaviour about the UK. It's damaging their economy, what they've just recently done. That's how ignorant they are.
Well put, Pinky. Thank you for that. Miss Leisha, go ahead. Well said.
Yeah, just reading up on the reports on these men who were charged, and one of them, a guy called Drummond, his name is, it says there that he handed himself into police. He said that he was a fool and handed his hands up and said, I'm absolutely ashamed, I'm paraphrasing, I'm absolutely ashamed of the way that I behaved. I've let Southport down. I've let the kids down. I've let my family down. Now he has 14 previous convictions.
Oh, come on. 14 previous convictions. And he's let his family down now. And he's got 14 previous. Carry on, Miss Leisha. Sorry.
Previous convictions for 19 offences from 1988, which prosecutors said show a history of violence for 3 years. Some of these people, even on TikTok and the social media, they've been interviewed, they've been on there talking on their phones and what have you, and a lot of them have got convictions.
Yeah.
History. They are thugs from and being banned more than likely from football matches. Now, the next thing people are talking about is football season's coming. Yeah.
So,
they're going to be.
Yeah, true. 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. This weekend. So now there's a fear that is it going to start off? The ones that haven't been caught, are they going to be going to these football matches?
Facial recognition will catch them.
Well, they will do, and that's the good thing about having. I know some people are like, "Oh my God, facial recognition."
TV, yeah.
It's going to catch a lot of people out, and facial recognition has been going on for quite a long time. If you've been shopping in Asda, Tesco, and all those places, and you've been paying by card at those self-checkout tills.
Yeah. Well pointed out. Yeah, Leisha. Well pointed out.
You walk through the door into any shop in those big shops. Facial recognition, body recognition, it's been on for a long time. So everybody's saying, oh, facial recognition, it's a good thing in a way, but it's a bad thing in a way. And it's a good thing because there's people like this who are being caught for their hooliganism.
Yes. Absolutely right. Thank you very much, Mr.
Valid point.
Yeah.
You know, them cameras in Asda, for example, when you're buying your things there, and the camera's right in your face.
Yes.
Nothing you can do.
Yep. Nothing you can do. It's just there. And as I say, it's to protect. And
they're storing that information.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Very true. Pinky, go ahead, Pinky. We got 1 more minute. Go ahead, Pinky.
Well, I think the good thing about, like you're saying about the facial recognition, that's how they caught even that same man that you just showed there. They went and knocked on their doors. They did early morning knocks on their doors, and they arrested them. Because all of their face, every single one of them that was up there doing what, particularly, and that same man, he was on the front row. The 69-year-old was on the front row. Yeah, so they've got his face nice and clear. So that's how they caught them. So it's good. So we already know London, and they still don't get it. London is the most watched country in the world. We've got the most cameras.
Yeah.
Nobody ain't got cameras like us in the UK and them big town places. So you're gonna get it.
Thank you very much, Pinky, on that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's come to that time again. This is Shams and Giggles. We do it each and every Friday. We got to go to break. We'll come back and see you after this commercial. All right, nice one.